Hello everybody, welcome back. It is me, Lucas Lacan here. Today we are going to be looking at the snare for Getgood drums. And let's take a look at what exactly I have on my snare bus. Let's get a listen. Completely unprocessed. Now, I normally don't have this much in my chain, but let's just go. All this EQ is right here is, it's just scooping out. There's a kind of a ring going on in the snare that I couldn't stand. It becomes a lot more apparent once we start compressing it a little bit. Now, I use the Electra DSP EQ for this snare. This is by Kush. Also, it has very specific bands in the mid-range that sound really good, and that's why I like to use it. So I'm gonna kind of jog it a little bit more. I kind of got it to right here earlier, but let's mess around with it some more. Alright, that is it for the EQ. Now, I have been messing around with these down here. I normally don't like to compress the snare all that much, especially on samples. I like to keep it kind of simple. This is my settings for my compressor for the snare. I find it gives it a really good pop that I enjoy, and I've been tossing up between Saturn and the tape. They're literally both the same thing. And I also have down here, I have it routed to the drum bus. Now, I always like to set the verb. I always like to set the verb sound in the mix itself. I'll go over that whenever we get to the very end. Watch, I'll even unsolo it. You see what I mean? Like, I keep going back and forth with this. Let's put, you know. Alright, let's just leave them all on. I keep going back and forth with it. That about wraps it up for the snare. The next thing we're going to be taking a look at is the toms. I lied, guys. I'm back. This doesn't wrap it up for the snare. I forgot to show you this. Most of the time, what I do on my bottom snare is I put the SPL Transit Designer. That gives it a little bit more sustain. And then the virtual mix rack, I have a little bit of high lift in here. It just gives it a little bit more of a ch sound in there. And watch. It may not sound like it's doing a whole lot, but trust me, it really, it gives it that nice big open sound that I like so much in the snare. Okay, now this officially wraps it up for the snare. Next thing we'll be looking at are the toms.